Hey kids, so you're thinking you want to come do some photography in Banff. You've never been to Banff before, so you say, we're gonna go. Strap in.
You get the kids in the car, you drive to the airport, you fly from wherever you are, you land in Calgary, you get a rental car, you drive an hour and a half from Calgary, you get to the Banff Park gates, you pay for your park passes, you drive another 20 minutes, you get to the town of Banff, you check into your hotel, and you realize, you say, holy crap, Moraine Lake is another hour and 10 minutes away. So you drive up to the Moraine Lake Road, another hour and 10 minutes away, you get there.
Only to be turned away because you're driving a private vehicle. As of January 1st, no more private vehicles. The only way to get to Moraine Lake is through commercial vehicles, tour groups, or shuttle buses. So you getting up by yourself or with a buddy or your family and driving up there for sunrise in your own car, not gonna happen. You say, no problem, honey. Pack the kids back in the car. We're gonna drive 20 minutes down the road. We're going to Lake Louise. You pull into Lake Louise parking lot, if you can. You gotta pay for parking there now too. You get up to the shores of Lake Louise just in time for sunrise, and there's 1,500 other photographers and 2,000 people all lined up on the shores of Lake Louise, all watching the magic of a Lake Louise sunrise. Nice and cozy. And that's the problem Banff is having right now. The cult of popularity has hit Banff National Park in a big way. It's happened for the last 5 or 6 years thanks to social media. Those mega places, Moraine, Lake Louise, are so congested with people all trying to get that same shot. So I thought I would do today is share with you my 5 favorite places other than Moraine and Lake Louise that I think are amazing places to get some tasty, tasty photos. Don't get me wrong, I love Moraine Lake and I love Lake Louise. They're gorgeous. They're popular for a reason because they are spectacular. But it's impossible to do that anymore and not lose what little hair I have left. So come along for the ride. I'm gonna share with you 5 awesome places you're gonna get some tasty photos. Stick around, it's gonna be a good one. Let's jump right in. First up, number 1 is just at the end of Banff Ave. It's called Cascade Gardens. If you're literally on Banff Ave and you're walking past all the stores, continue down, you cross the Bow River, you open the gate and you head up into Cascade Gardens. Cascade Gardens it's actually a beautiful spot because to the left of Cascade Gardens in the back is this amazing flower garden that has waterfalls and creeks. It's just absolutely stunning. But in front, right when you walk in, there's a building. And if you go up to the building, turn around and face Banff Ave and set up right there, that is a perfect spot to get this iconic downtown Banff shot with Cascade Mountain in the background. It is literally a breathtaking spot, especially sunset or even sunrise. But I like it in the summertime at sunset. You can wiggle your way in there. The Gardens is one of those spots that is a busy spot, but not a busy spot at the same time, considering it is in Banff. So don't get discouraged if you get there and there are people there. You'll be able to get your shot. You can literally set up right there. I have made a video about this place. You can click the link above and see it. Some of the highlights are going through right now. Cascade Gardens, spot number 1. Spot number 2 is another Cascade place, but this one is called Cascade Ponds. When you come off the Trans-Canada Highway, you turn left to go to Banff. If you immediately turn right, that is called the Lake Minnewanka Loop. Instantly turn right there. There's a day use area there called Cascade Ponds. It is absolutely perfect. Sunrise is the best time I recommend for Cascade Ponds, just because it's not that busy. During the day, Cascade Ponds gets very busy because it is so easy to get to. It is a hidden gem just for the simple fact that yes, it does get busy, but comparatively speaking to Banff locations, Cascade Ponds is a perfect location. It's a perfect place to fire up one of their fire pits, have a day just chilling beside the ponds. Spot number 3 is we're going to go down the Trans-Canada Highway. There's actually 2 ways you can get to it. You can take the Bow Valley Parkway or you can take the Trans-Canada. The Trans-Canada Highway 1 is a faster way to go because you're going higher speeds, But the Bull Valley Parkway is more scenic because you have a chance to see some critters. You have some bear sightings, some elk sightings, wolf sightings along the Bull Valley Parkway. You pass Johnson's Canyon. You can get to it that way, or like I said, if you take the Trans-Canada Highway, head out towards Highway 93, and at the junction of Highway 93 and the Trans-Canada Highway, instead of turning left to take the Highway 93 to Radium, turn right. There's a bridge there. Castle Mountain Junction is what it's called. You open the gate, you go down by the Bull River. It's a perfect shot of Castle Mountain and the Bull River. It's a popular spot for photography, but it's not a slammed spot for photography. You can do that side, the left side, and get some great shots of Castle Mountain, or you can walk under the bridge and go to the right. It's perfect. There, like I said, there is a gate there, but you're allowed to open the gate. The big thing though is when you cross into that area, cross the threshold and enter that gate area, make sure you close and lock the gate behind you. It's just for critter protection, to protect the animals from getting onto the highway, because they're, you know, it's a straight shot to the Trans-Canada that way. But Castle Mountain Junction, and also a little thing about the bridge that's there. It's this really cool Art Deco 1930s, 40s kind of bridge, steel girder bridge. There is an osprey nest on the top of the bridge there, so be able to see some osprey feeding their young fish. It's a pretty great spot. Castle Mountain Junction. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, number 4, right? 4 is, we'll go back on the Trans-Canada Highway, head towards Lake Louise, but instead of turning left to go to Lake Louise Village, you're gonna turn right to go to the ski hill. Here's the secret though. Turn right to go to the ski hill, go up towards the ski hill, and the very first right-hand turn, that's the Bull Valley Parkway. Turn on the Bull Valley Parkway and head back towards Banff, and you look for Morant's Curve. I love Morant's Curve. It can be a frustrating place to shoot at Morant's because of the fact that you don't know when the trains are coming, but it's this amazing place where you've got a sweeping S-curve of the train tracks. You got a curve in the Bull River. So you got the train tracks, the Bull River, and then the mountains in the background. It's a beautiful spot. There's a parking lot right there. So you literally get out of your car, you walk across the Bull Valley Parkway, you're at this outlook. You may have to wait a little bit. Sometimes the wait can be, it can be hours, it can be minutes. It just depends on the day that you're there. I've had some tasty, tasty results there all 4 seasons. Sunrise, sunset, doesn't really matter. Wait for a train to come from the west through the S-curves instead of having a train coming from the east. So instead of a train coming from Banff, you want to have a train coming from BC. That way you get the train coming through that little S-curve there. CP rail trains are nice, bright, vibrant reds. In the wintertime, you get the red of the train and the white of the snow and the blue of the mountains. Morant's Curve is such a beautiful, iconic spot. Tasty, tasty, tasty. And spot number 5, it's a surprise. It's Surprise Corner in Banff. That's what it's called, Surprise Corner. Google it, find it on the maps. It's really easy to get to. It's on Buffalo Mountain, or Tunnel Mountain, as it's called. You can either Google it on Tunnel Mountain or Buffalo Mountain. It's the same mountain. Surprise Corner is awesome. Little parking lot there. There's a lookout. You can take pictures from the lookout, but I recommend getting off the lookout, walking across the road, and standing on the shoulder there. You overlook the Bull Falls, and there is the Banff Springs Hotel. Just a perfect spot. It's not that busy. I mean, anywhere you go in Banff, like I've said in this video before, you're gonna find people, but it's not super slammed. The parking lot, I've always managed to find parking, especially if you go there in the evening, it's a lot easier. Midday, obviously, tourism is around, but photography midday doesn't usually work, so you're gonna go for sunrise or sunset. Again, all 4 seasons, it's beautiful to go there 4 seasons. It's really amazing because you got the roaring Bull River underneath you heading to the falls. And then they sweep up the little valley, and there's that iconic Banff Springs Hotel. So Surprise Corner. those are my 5 favorite spots to do that don't require a lot of hiking and trudging through the woods to get to. They're all super easy to get to. So you've got Cascade Gardens, Cascade Ponds, Castle Mountain Junction, Morant's Curve, and Surprise Corner. There are other spots out there, but I just wanted to include stuff today that wasn't super slammed. A lot of people will say, why not use Vermilion Lakes? Vermilion Lakes is super, super busy. It's becoming a lot like Lake Louise. So for sunrise, especially winter when you're looking for open water, you find yourself literally surrounding an open water source with 100 other photographers. So that's why I didn't put Vermilion Lakes on this list. In the meantime, and in between time, stay healthy, stay safe. We'll catch you next time, guys.